Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to start this evening by talking to you about something that I already know you don't want to hear. And I know that because we are all related. You and I are actually related. The reason that we're related, and some of you are looking at me kind of funny thinking we're not related at all, what is she talking about? But we actually are related because everybody in this room is a human being. And everybody in this room either has had, does have, or is a parent themselves. And on that note, Aishling Companion Home Care was built in honour of my mother and father, who, in my opinion, were the best parents in the whole entire world. But in all reality, everybody could probably stand up here tonight and say the same thing. Everybody thinks that their parents are the best parents in the whole world. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So I built Aishling Companion Home Care in their honour based on experiences that I had and that I saw when my family was delivered the news that my father had a terminal illness and my mom unfortunately had dementia and lived every day for 5 years in hell, basically. So I am related to you because I do understand the challenges that you as a family face. I've learned it firsthand, I know it firsthand, and you do have options. People my age, 29, actually I'm 47, and I'm proud to say I'm 47 because I don't know it all and I think I'm getting better as my age goes along. But Julie, who'll do a financial presentation for you later, who's my financial advisor, has basically said at the age of 47, by the time I retire at 67 or 70, kind of need to have $1 million in the bank. Well, that's a lot of money. What you don't know is that home care, whether it's in a facility or in your home, actually costs money. And that money isn't covered by Social Security or by Medicare. It's all private pay. And when I say private pay, I don't mean that someone's going to pay for your home care privately and you don't know about it. That private pay is you. You have to pay for that yourself. A lot of people don't understand that. In our area, the basic home care that you would get in a facility, in an independent living facility, an average facility, costs somewhere between $5,500 to $6,000 a month. If you're fortunate enough to be wealthy, and you can afford a 5-star Cadillac place like Smith Crossing, then good for you. That'll cost you about $12,000 a month. And that cost is for the independent side of the facility, which means that you need to be independent. You don't need a lot of assistance. So that's a lot of money we need to put away. Me personally, I feel that everybody should be staying at home. Because at home, I think that when you're providing care for a loved one, you do have continuity of care. You will have a team of caregivers, but it's the same people coming through your home every day. And in that, your loved one can have home-cooked meals, they can be assisted with their personal needs, maybe some showering and bathing. You can have neighbors come in, somebody to answer the door, maybe help them to go to the doctor's office where they don't drive, things of that nature, which are very important. I think the biggest thing that we can give our loved ones is time. And unfortunately today, that's something a lot of us don't have a lot of, because we're trying to balance our own lives, our own children, we're trying to balance and hold down a job, and then we have sick parents to take care of as well. So that's a lot to take on. So you and I are related on that level because I actually do understand that it's hard to balance all of that. What I'd like to mention this evening is that in the state of Illinois, we have 661 agencies that do what I do. That's a lot of agencies. I would say that if you're looking for home care for your parents, that when you go online and you look for a good agency, you need to look for an agency that is a member of the HCAOA, which is the Home Care Association of America. Those agencies, and there's only 120 of them, hold themselves to a higher standard of accountability, because in essence, we actually have your loved ones in our hands. That's a huge responsibility for us. I also wanted to let you know that there's another type of agency that exists. It's called a placement agency. And this is a huge misconception with people today. A placement agency does exactly what the title states. They place people. However, when they place a caregiver in your home, you are responsible to pay that agency a placement fee, and so too does the caregiver. I call that the set it and forget it agency. If there's a problem, that's tough. You'll have to call them again, and you're going to have to get another caregiver and pay another fee, and so too will she. When that door is closed, you are the responsible party. You are the employer for that person. That means that you're supposed to pay all the taxes on that person. A lot of people are paying cash and they're getting away with it, and that's great if you get away with it. But let me tell you, if you're found out, the IRS knocks on your door, payback is a beast, an absolute beast. The other thing that I would like to say to you is that placement agencies are placement agencies. Home care agencies such as mine is a full service agency. And what we do is we are responsible 100% for the caregiver, for training, for taxes. We are responsible for supervision. We are responsible for continuing education. And we are very on top of the taxes that we are supposed to pay, which is federal unemployment, workers' compensation, state taxes, federal taxes, and general liability. Am I more expensive than the placement agency? You bet I am. But can't put a price on quality care. As far as I'm concerned, you get what you pay for. What I would like to also say this evening is that dementia, which Kathy will speak about later, I don't want to steal her thunder, and Alzheimer's is a very big concern for people my age. They're being diagnosed younger and younger, and there is absolutely no sign of a cure in sight. Now, on many levels, that's not good. And it's not good because somewhere inside of the person that's diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's is a real person. We just need to reach them. I'd like to say that yesterday, I had the pleasure and an honour to go to a facility in Gaelic Park called Autumn Leaves. And we went there and met with, I think, 7 or 8 veterans who didn't really know why we were there, but we went to present them with a certificate and some flowers to say thank you to them for the service. I have to say that in meeting them, it was a beautiful experience because we took the time to look them in the eye, to bend down to their level, to whisper in their ear, and they knew something was going on. We just needed to reach them. And let me tell you, I don't care what any doctor tells you, when your mom is diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's and they say lights out, nobody's home, that's not true. Somebody is hidden in there, you just gotta reach them. Also on the table at the back of the room here, I know most of you came in this evening and you did take some paperwork. We have an in-service that we train our caregivers with, and it's titled Alzheimer's. Please take one of those home tonight. Per family, there's some fantastic tools in there that will help you understand this disease a little bit better, and it will also help you understand the person that you're dealing with. In addition to that, we also have the scams that are going on in our area. It's both for young people, old people, and people in between. You need to read this stuff. It is real and it goes on every day. And a lot of people are losing everything over the phone today, especially our elderly. They are leaving themselves wide open and giving out information that they shouldn't be giving out. The third thing that's on that table is something that I'm going to read to you now in 2 minutes. And it's actually something that my husband was given by somebody he built a house for probably 20 years ago. And it always stuck with me, and I read it once in a while when I kind of lose my way, and it brings me back to basics. So I'm going to read that to you in a minute. But what I would like to just end with this evening is to say that yesterday is gone. If anybody's in bad standing with your family or for whatever reason, It's gone. You can't get yesterday back. Today is a present to all of us, and tomorrow is the future, and it's not promised to anybody. So plan ahead, be prepared. We're all going to get old one day. If there's anybody in this room that knows a way of getting out of growing old and dying, please see me. I'll be your new business partner. I'd like to read you this verse that I'd like everybody to take tonight, and it's called Our Time. The paradox of our time is that we have taller buildings but shorter tempers, wider freeways but narrower viewpoints. We spend more but have less. We buy more but enjoy it less. We have bigger houses and smaller families, more conveniences but less time. We have more degrees but less sense, more knowledge but less judgment, more experts but more problems, more medicine but less wellness. We have multiplied our possessions but reduced our values. We talk too much, love too seldom, and hate too often. We've learned how to make a living but not a life. We've added years to life, not life to years. We've been all the way to the moon and back, but we have trouble crossing the street to meet the new neighbour. We've conquered our space but not our inner space. We've cleaned up the air and polluted our souls. We've split the atom but not our prejudice. We have higher incomes but lower morals. We've become long on gratuity but short on quality. These are the times of tall men and short characters, steep profits and shallow relationships. These are the times of world peace but domestic warfare. More leisure but less fun, more kinds of food but less nutrition. These are the days of 2 incomes but more divorce, of fancier houses but broken homes. It's a time when there is much in the showroom window and nothing in the stockroom. A time we have choices, choices, choices. Like your choice to help make a difference, or your choice to just look the other way. It is a time when there is much in the showroom window and nothing in the stockroom. A time when we have choices, choices, choices. Like the choices to help make a difference, or your choice to just look the other way. So I would say to you, when you're thinking about home care and you cannot give that one thing that is so valuable to everybody, which is time, please pick up the phone and give us a call. We will take good care of your parents, and we will be that bridge for you. We have a sign-up sheet in the back there for any family that would like to speak with me. I have 5 free consultations, normally $100 that I am happy to give out for free this evening with absolutely no burden on you to come on board with me as a company. I'd be happy to give you any knowledge that I have, and if I don't know what you're asking me, I will find out for you. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table. I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation and you find it informative tonight, and thank you.